Students, now we have to complete the assignment of abstract class. So now we will first create a new class, and in that class file, so this was regarding the shape. So name it as test shape, because in this class we are going to write down main. Now here, first of all, we'll copy the assignment that is given in the lab book. Okay, we'll divide it into parts. So first write down a program for abstract class shape with two abstract methods, area and volume. Okay, so this is our first part. Second, we have to inherit two classes from it, cone and cylinder. So we have to create two new classes. Create object of cone and cylinder class and calculate area and volume for both. And we have to write default and parameterized constructor, and we have to also use toString method. Okay, so now we will first write down a shape class. So class shape. Now we have to write down in this class two abstract methods only. First is area and second is volume. So here either you can have a return type to your method, or you can write void. That depends whether you want to print the value inside the method or you want to return the value. So here we will write down double as return type, and we'll write down the name of the method. Okay, we have to write this method as abstract, so we have to first write down abstract double, and as it is an abstract method, we write semicolon at the end. Second method is abstract double volume. Okay, so here abstract method, it is, as we have written the method as abstract, we must write our class as abstract, and hence we have to write abstract keyword here. Okay, all the errors are gone. Those were there at volume, at area, and at shape. Okay, so our abstract class is ready. So first task is complete. Now our second task is inherit class cone and cylinder from shape. Now inherit the class, so we have to write class cone extends shape. Okay, now in this, what it is giving, it is giving a message that the type cone must implement two abstract method, shape and volume. So what we have to write here, I'll just write down the empty definition to avoid this error. So override public double return type of area. Okay, and I'll temporarily write down the okay next one, volume. Okay, so we have overridden one method. Now we have to also override the second method. So public double volume, and we'll give empty definition to it. Later on we will add actual method in that particular area and volume. Fine. Now it must return a result, so we have to write down a return statement that we'll write down along with the formula. So for cone, what we want is we need a radius and we need a height, right? So uh, those parameters we have to define: int radius data members and int height. Okay, we also have to write toString methods. So in this toString method, we have to simply write down the members of the cone class. So public string return type, and the method name is toString, and it is going to return the string cone data members are. Now on the next line we'll write down value of radius. So next line /n, then radius, and the parameter for radius is, or the name of the variable that stores the value of radius is variable radius. Then concatenate it with next line where we write value for height. Okay, now complete okay, here this must be completed. So all the errors in toString are gone now. So as per requirement, we have returned two data members, and we have also overridden toString method. Now we have to write down the formula for area of cone and volume of cone. Okay, so we will first write down the formula for area of cone. We will calculate the value, and then we'll write down volume of cone. So for area of cone, we need the value that is constant pi. So here we'll write down final pi, and we'll assign the value 3.14, and its data type should be float. So let us make it float. Okay, and in the area we will write pi r square return pi into radius in the bracket radius. It should be multiplied by this bracket value height. Okay, so here is the again multiplication sign. So this value is returned as the area. Fine. Now this was regarding area. Now similarly we also need to calculate the volume of cone. So let us start writing return pi into r square, that is radius into radius into height. If you remember, this is the volume of cone, cylinder, okay, and when we take 1/3 of this, okay, divided by 3, we get the volume for cone. Okay, so in this way we have calculated area for cone and area for volume for cone, area and volume for cone. Now next we have to create one more class known as cylinder. Okay, extends shape. Okay, now again this class also has these parameters same. It also has a radius, it also has height. We also need pi. We'll make some change in this toString method. Okay, Control C and paste it. So here cylinder data members are. Okay, now we have to override two methods. Here it is giving message that the class becomes abstract class if you do not override volume method. Again, if you simply write formula for volume, it will ask for area also. Okay, see, it has directly given us the methods. Okay, override. Now here we'll remove this message auto generated, and now we will write down the formula for area of cylinder and volume of cylinder. Volume of cylinder we have already written except divided by 3. And we have to write down surface area for cylinder. So in the cylinder there are two circles at the top and at the bottom. So it is 2 pi RH, and we have the surface area for the side of the cylinder. Okay, so return 2 into pi into radius into height plus 2 into pi r square radius into radius. Okay, so this will return us the surface area. So we have, let us go to the question. We have written abstract class shape. We have inherited two classes from it, and we have to create object of these two. only what is left is default and parameterized constructor. So as shape is the abstract class, and in that we have not written whether it has a side or radius or height. So there is no need to write down any constructor over there, but we will write down constructor for these two. Then here cone, okay, and parameterize, pass the parameters int r and int h, okay, radius equal to r and height equal to h. Okay, now same thing we have to write down for cylinder also. Default constructor empty and parameterized constructor with integer r for radius and h for height. Initialize it to radius and height. Okay. Now we have to write down, we have to create object of cone and cylinder. Okay. So here first of all we'll create cone C1 equal to new cone. We have to pass some value to the radius and height for of the cone. Okay, so that the object will get initialized. Now first of all we will try to print the data members of cone object with the help of toString method, and to directly call them we can display the object in system.out.println by simply calling C1, just like normal data members, normal primitive data type variables, we can also display objects. Okay, now call the area and volume methods. So as they are returning the value, we can directly call them in area of cone plus C1 dot area. Okay, now next same statement we'll copy and we'll write it for volume. Okay, volume of cone okay. Now create object of cylinder C2 new cylinder pass radius and height to it and repeat the same thing, that is display the data members and area and volume of cylinder. Okay, so here instead of C1 we'll display the object C2 and area of, instead of cone it will be cylinder, and instead of C1 object call C2. Okay. So now let us check what is the output. Okay. Cone data members are radius was 2. I think in that value is not displayed for height. Variable is not returned. Then area of cone is calculated. Volume of cone is calculated. When we display the data members, as we had copied the same method toString, so height is again not displayed, but the values are calculated for area and volume. So let us make a change in toString. Here plus height variable is not written. Okay, and same thing in cylinder class. We'll rerun it. See, now the height is also displayed. Okay,